So we'll just watch through. This is number 1, this is number 2. Okay, just watch number 1 coming back. Okay, so see how through here, it's almost like we do have that start-stop point. See how much effort there is through the, where's my toy? Through the hip flexors there to really drive that through. From this phase here, driving through this hip angle here, pinches, and then stomping out the front, and then collapsing through that front leg. So this is here running fresh. If we put you in a race, yeah, you've had a swim, you've had a bike, you crushed yourself on the bike, this position here where you're sitting back is going to be even more pronounced. Sits down, and then we're doing a single leg squat every time we hop up. Okay, and yeah, and then so the other thing here is just jumping onto that foot, landing out in front of the body. So the time it takes you to go from here to move the body past that point to here, that's just all braking force. Braking force, while in that time there's the body's just getting loaded up with the impact from the ground coming back through the body, so it's fatiguing the muscles. It's just extra time spent like that. If we have a look at this one now coming back, okay, so just talk to me about how high do you feel your arms are in this one?
No, but I went through like my feet, my lean, my back, and
yeah,
by the time I got to my arms, it was over.
Yeah, so I think for you, one thing that you can keep coming back to is just the height of your arms. When you think they're up, they're probably not. But again, I think there's an improvement here if we catch you at the top, that position there. Well, if anything, it's much tighter to the body. So see, just this shape here, that's where we're starting to get that angle there. I think you could possibly be even a little bit more aggressive. I think for you, in fact, the shape that you should try and is sort of a bit more like that. You might feel like, oh no, that's too much, but if you're getting that feeling, it's like you've probably got it just right. Let's just have a look. That landing, still in front a little bit, but just see how you're quite a bit taller on the landing there, whereas here you're landing sitting down, whereas here, see the difference in those two? So you're much taller through this one here than you are through this one here. So there's the same amount of tension force going to the ground, but a lot more of your force is, see, now we're into the bulk of the landing and you're over the top. So you're applying force from this point to this here. So that force is going this way and then back out this way. So I think that's a really good change from this one here, where landing bulk of the force is going now. So the result is well, it's sort of forced down and it's coming back up more like that. So yeah. Probably, yeah, a couple of the take-home things for you is just when I pointed to those, I'll come back. Let's have a look at the front one. I pointed to those two spots on your back, here and here. It's like if you can draw them together, and it's almost like drawing these together, connecting them through there, that's going to help set the shoulders up and back, and then combining it with that driving the arms up, lifting the arms up. And again, there's no effort to lift the arms up. It's just part of your rhythm to just pop them up that slight little bit at the end. It just keeps your whole energy up off the ground.
If you apply more power out the back, does that mean your feet are going to lift up higher then? Or?
Yep. So the other thing, if we just have a look at your right foot here, see how this position here, your heel is up above your knee?
Yeah.
So when that's the case, the next point from there, you can swing back underneath the body. Whereas if you don't come up above, if you're not getting that knee lift, what's a better angle? I'll show you. So when the foot doesn't come up above the knee, you're forced to sort of lift around through the hip flexor, and then your leg just flicks out the front. So it flicks out the front and you've got nothing to do but to land on the heel. Whereas if you can get that little bit of knee lift, you pick your knee up at the front, but the knee lift comes from that high recovery at the back. Yeah. And then as your leg swings straight underneath the body, as opposed to around the side, you're able to have your foot almost tracking backwards as it hits the ground, rather than still tracking forwards. If you have to throw your foot out the front, it's like you touch on with the heel. But if you can swing it through and have it almost swinging back towards the ground, like we saw on that Keely video, where all your force is just going out the back. But another thing here, your right side tends to recover higher than your left. So if we see this one here, probably up above the knee, and then if we watch the other side, or maybe just. See, that left side is slightly lower than the right. Yeah, so that's just something you can be mindful of, and the feeling should be that it's almost like your heel. It just closes down the angle with your bum. Yeah. Anyway, I think there's some good changes. So.